Are you gonna get that nugget in the bottom? Okay.
Just a couple of little pieces.
I've got a ton of gravel in my shoes, world on my shoulder, heart full of blues and in the dirt.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Busted Knuckles Prospecting. In today's video, we have brought out the metal detector, and we also have a rocker box that I've knocked together over the last week. Now, in a previous video, the boys come out and hit a 3 meter deep bore hole and pulled about a ½ ounce of gold from that one bore hole. That's the bore hole that a ½ ounce came from, and the one just over the back here is the one that we're going to process through the rocker box, and we'll just see if we can't find ourselves a ½ ounce of gold. Fingers crossed. I highly doubt it, but it is going to be fun trying to see how much material we can process. Josh and I will get set up. Josh is just having a swing with the pulse induction detector, and I'm going to start processing material. But before we do that, I'll give you a quick sticky beak at the rocker box, how I made it and all that fun stuff, and then we'll start processing all this material from these boreholes. Got some carpet in the back here. I also have a bit of a lip up the back to catch the gold, and then another lip just here as a safety catch. I bet you're asking, why haven't I ran carpet through the entire base of the rocker box? And that's because back in the 1800s, they didn't have the convenience of mattings and all that stuff, and they still did quite well. Only we have a little bit more of an advantage. We got a bit of carpet in the top section. I don't expect to get much out of the top layers because it's just flat gravel. Hopefully we're getting gold in this. The first test pans I did out of the top layers did not give me a single speck, but I've decided to persevere and work my way down a bit. We've done our first cleanup. I've got all the material out of the top mat in the pan right now, so I will pan that out. Yeah, mate. I don't think so, but I just want to know if I'm even getting specs. Because my first two pans, I didn't get a single speck out of it. And then just cleaning the bottom section out. I got one speck. Well, all my aluminium shavings stayed in there. That's good. Yeah, that's a good sign. I'm catching aluminium. Surely I'm going to be catching gold, eh? Oh, right. Yeah. 3 specks of sweet bugger ore. 5 to 10 pans of the super sluice through that rocker box. We only got a few little specks, which has warranted me to go crevicing further upstream. I'll show you where I'm at, what we're up to, and then we'll get into it, eh? We got Josh just over there. He's working his own bore hole. And just here, you can see there's some nice hard packed gravels, and that is a nice deep pocket. It's not very deep, that one, but we will suck them all out anyway. Another one, nice deep one there, another deep one there, shallow one there, deep one there. Started bait pumping the first little borehole. I noticed this little one right next to it, and it's got some nice hard packed gravels in there. So it's not always about the largest crevices, because a lot of the time I find my best gold in these tiny little buggers. Like, look at the material in that. And it's just all hard packed gravels and all that good stuff. Got this one pretty well cleaned out. Now we're just trying to free up some of these harder packed gravels, and yes, we have busted some knuckles. If you ain't busting knuckles, you're not looking hard enough. Come on. Might need 2 hands on this one. We've cleaned out the first 2 little pockets. That is all the material that came out of these 2 tiny little pockets. It's quite a bit, isn't it? Considering it didn't look like much once we first started, but it just kept going down. Now I will hit this crevice, I will suck this out, I will even clean all the grass out. If there's grass growing, there must be a nice deep crack into the bedrock just there, so we will remove all that. And we have now cleaned that one, and those 2. I'm going to clean this one. I'm going to hit this one. I'm also going to bait pump these out as best as possible. Almost got a full pan worth of material. Progress update. We've got that one cleaned out, that one cleaned out, that cleaned out, that cleaned out, that cleaned out. We just started cleaning this one out. We can come back and get the rest of the material out of that. We haven't touched that yet. Now, what I will do is I'll come over and I will finish off getting the rest of the material out of that. And once we get that loaded up, we'll go down and see if there's any goodies in it. Okay, what have we got? Anything of interest? And there we have it. A lot of fine specks up the back and a couple of little flakes. Whilst we go looking for another crevice to work, I will let you also know I have kicked off a second YouTube channel for all that are interested. That channel will cover all things that I can't really upload to a gold prospecting channel. If that's something that tickles your fandangle, go over, hit the link in the description and check out Busted Knuckles 2.0. We have abandoned that patch of bedrock just back there because it sucked. Did that all come out of that borehole?
Chipped a couple of little pieces.
Nice. I can tell that hasn't been worked for a while because the gold's all red.
There was fucking heaps of metal in there too.
There was?
Yeah, iron everywhere.
Did you get every speck out of it?
Yeah, it's dry.
It's dry.
Go and have a look at it.
Are you gonna get that nugget in the bottom? Okay. Leaving it there for clickbait. Next location, we have found some exposing bedrock and we've got a nice crevice in there, and I got a bit of a target from in there which was a bit of iron, so I thought maybe it might be worth just bait pumping some of all this gravel off the bedrock. Bait pump this out. I think we will see if we can clean these two out. That don't look too deep. That's what we'll do. Finish off the day cleaning that crevice out, or that boil hole, and with a bit of luck we can find at least half an ounce like the boys did. This one ain't quite 3 meters, but it's going down at least a meter and a bit. So I will gather up as much material out as possible. We will transfer it into my bucket. Once we got the material from here into the bucket, we'll go from there and pan that bucket down and see what we got. We got not one single speck, so it is a failure, this boil hole. What I'm going to do is empty out the snuffer bottle. I'll show you the gold I have gathered up so far. I'll give you a look at what Josh got as well, and we'll probably sign off from here.
I've lost my snuffer. Oh, it's up there.
Oh, that's good. Nice little piece just there. And here's my pathetic little effort. There is a lot of fine gold up in the back there. We'll get all that cleaned up once we're back at home. juicy bedrock here, eh? Wire, is it? Let's have a look downstream a smidge and see. That looks real good. Don't look like too much further down. That's all we got for you today. I hope you enjoyed this little adventure we had, and until next time, peace, I'm out, and I'll see you in the next video.
I've got a ton of gravel in my shoes, world on my shoulder, heart full of blues. I'm in the dirt.